Welcome, wrestling fans. We are live from Daytona Beach, Florida, and this is the NWA Battle of the Belts. I'll be your host, Gordon Soley, and joining me, as always, Buddy Colt. And tonight, Buddy, we are going to see some of the greatest wrestling you've ever seen anywhere. Well, no doubt about that. We're going to be seeing champions from all walks of life. We're going to have the AWA World Championship, the NWA World Championship, and so much more action right here as part of Battle of the Belts. All right, fans, we want to wish everybody out there a very Merry Christmas, a very safe and prosperous New Year. We are going to have so much action coming your way right here as we continue with the Battle of the Belts. Fans, we are here ready for the opening contest. It's going to take place as part of Battle of the Belts, and this is a match that was just put together very recently as a result of our last television broadcast. We saw what happened there. The Masked Superstar came out and did a number on Mike Rotundo, tried to end his wrestling career really after the match was over, and Mike Rotundo decided he needs to get a little bit of retribution here tonight again. But this Masked Superstar, I'll tell you, he's a dominant force and world-renowned across. You go anywhere in the globe that does professional wrestling, you go to Japan, I don't care what city or state in America you go to, everybody knows who the Masked Superstar is, and they know that he is a dangerous individual. By smart contrast, Mike Rotundo is a very dedicated professional wrestler, very accomplished. He's, of course, a Syracuse stand-up All-American wrestler, and he has got a look on his face of pure determination. I think Mr. Superstar is in for a little bit more than he may have conceded here tonight. Mike Rotundo is all business when you look at him. And he definitely has a focus right now in his eyes that I think the Masked Superstar has got something to, what they call a receipt coming his way. Fans, we are going to see every championship here in Championship Wrestling from Florida. Defending tonight, we're going to have the Bahamas Championship coming up in just a few moments. It will be Tyree Pride, the reigning champion, going up against Sam Houston. We're going to see the Florida Tag Team champions, the fabulous ones in action, against the Temple of Five, Kevin Sullivan and Mike Graham. Well, the only title that we don't have defended tonight is the Florida State Championship, and that's because the champion is going up against the world champion for that title. Well, that is the headline event. Ric Flair going up against the total package. Lex Luger, champion versus champion, horseman versus horseman. It's never happened before, but it's going to happen right here as part of Battle of the Belts. As Mr. Rotundo drives that knee right to the lower area of the Masked Superstar. You know, I dare say that was a slightly illegal blow. Perhaps with the referee, looked like he's letting a little bit go. He knows what's happened between these two men just over a week ago. And perhaps he's going to let Mike Rotundo extract a certain element of revenge before he steps in. Right now it is the Masked Superstar taking control of the match with a devastating chop to the chest. Now back elbow finds the mark, and Rotundo once again is on the defensive end. Back elbow right to the face of a running Mike Rotundo, and down he goes. And now Rotundo reverses things with a clothesline. This Masked Superstar, he is, again, we mentioned earlier, world renowned. He has held championships virtually every place he's ever been. And we know he's going to be giving Mike Rotundo quite the challenge here tonight. He did it already once, but now he's got a different Mike Rotundo he's facing. He's facing a Mike Rotundo who is absolutely hell-bent on sending a message to this guy, and maybe even doing something we've never seen him do before, and that is try to injure the man who tried to injure him. Well, that's what he's doing right now, working that arm, and the Masked Superstar fortunate to get out of that hold. Rotundo going back down, taking out the leg, and now the Masked Superstar climbing the ropes, trying to get back to his feet, but he just drew Rotundo into the big right hand. Oh, now the Masked Superstar is going out of the ring. He's got a weapon, and again, this is to settle this feud, so there are no rules, and they're going to let these two guys fight it out. Rotundo has him up in the air now for the airplane spin, perhaps. No, he drives him into that turnbuckle, and the Masked Superstar is in trouble. Rotundo hooks the leg, but only able to get one at this point in time. Now it's Rotundo with that sledgehammer as he tried to put the Masked Superstar down and out. Well, we told you we were going to see a different Mike Rotundo in this kind of a match. This is anything goes. Rotundo wants to extract revenge, and his best opportunity is to fight fire with fire. At least that's the way he believes it. Well, it is hard to have a wrestling match with somebody who is hell-bent on bringing a steel chair to the match. So perhaps Rotundo was correct in deciding that he needed the opportunity to bend and break some rules, but right now here comes the Masked Superstar with that patented neck breaker. It might be all over for Mike Rotundo. Oh, and he got his shoulder up off the mat somehow. I thought Mike Rotundo was going to be done right there. That was a devastating neck breaker. We've seen him put many people out with that hold. That's exactly what I was just thinking. It's like not too many people ever kick out of the Superstar's neck breaker, but Rotundo found a way to do it. He had to summon something from deep down inside, but right now it's too little at this point because Rotundo is receiving all of the damage at the hands of the Masked Superstar right here. Now, why would you do that? If you were going to go for the cover, why would you have gone up to the turnbuckle and taunted the fans instead? I don't understand that logic. Well, the Masked Superstar indeed making some interesting calculations, to say the least. And here comes Rotundo, and now what's he gonna do? Rotundo pile drives him almost on that sledgehammer. That would have been it. Hooks the leg. Oh, and he only gets two. Another close call right there, Rotundo. Now he's got the sledgehammer. Oh, he decides to throw it down. I am very surprised. That was a big opportunity for him right there. Oh, he's got him in the airplane spin, and this is one of those moves that will leave you absolutely unconscious. He doesn't know where he is. Oh, and he almost had him. So close. Right there was Mike Rotundo. He almost got the 3 count on the Masked Superstar. And the momentum and the tide in this match have completely reversed right now, and it is all Mike Rotundo. Can he maintain? Well, he may be going after the mask. He's definitely softening him up, and he would love nothing more. You know what? We talked about trying to injure the man. Maybe that's what he really wants. Maybe he wants to just take that mask off and reveal him once and for all. Big clothesline. Rotundo is almost pinned right there, but he manages to escape. We saw him make this mistake before. I'm surprised to see him making it a second time, but Rotundo very slow to regain his feet. Superstar came running in, and Mike Rotundo makes him pay for that decision, but there's another neck breaker by the Masked Superstar. clearly targeting a body part. We all know why. Belly to back suplex, and Rotundo is in trouble.
Wow, devastating spine buster right there, and the last Superstar really shook him up with that one.
Big knee lift right there by Mike Rotundo. One of the many advantages to wearing a mask I have found is in talking to the wrestlers is that you can't always get a read on your opponent. You don't know how much pain and suffering they may be experiencing because you can't see their facial expressions. And Mr. Rotundo, look at this, the inverted figure 4 leg lock on the Masked Superstar, who had to fight his way out of it. Oh, he's going for the neck breaker once again, but Rotundo has enough left in him to kick out. Hey, look at this. Airplane spin on the Masked Superstar.
You know, he's got him going round and round, and now the Superstar's going to have no idea where he's at.
Rotundo hooking the leg. And he got him. What a win for Mike Rotundo.
I'll tell you, this match was everything you'd want this match to be. That's how you open up a major event like Battle of the Belts.
Wait a minute. The Masked Superstar going to try to take Rotundo out, but Rotundo's ready for him, and out he goes.
Well, there's the retribution that Rotundo was looking for, and he sends the Masked Superstar back to the locker room.
Fans, we'll be back with a lot more action coming your way in just a few moments. All right, wrestling fans, we are back here at Daytona Beach Ocean Center for more Battle of the Belts. We have our first title match of the evening. It is going to be for the Bahamas Heavyweight Championship. Here comes the challenger, Sam Houston, the young man out of Texas.
I'll tell you, this Sam Houston, ever since he's come out of the scene, has really been taking some people by storm. A lot of people maybe underestimated him with that very youthful appearance, but he's proven he's got what it takes to win matches that matter, and tonight's going to go a long way to proving that if he can turn around and take out the Bahamas champion Tyree Pride, which will be no easy thing.
Interesting thing right now as we get a look at the Bahamas champion Tyree Pride. Most of these men are generally well received by the fans, so it's going to be interesting as opposed to the match we just saw in our opening contest where we have two people that the fans are actually going to get behind. This has the potential to be a very, very good wrestling match.
Tyree Pride, very, very proud man with that championship, and he represents the Bahamas to the best of his ability, and he has never let anyone down with that. And tonight he's got a tremendous challenge in Sam Houston.
The Haitian sensation himself, Tyree Pride, and there it is. The Bahamas Heavyweight Championship. We get a look at the challenger once again, as we mentioned earlier. He is from the great state of Texas. He's been learning as he's gone here in the NWA. He has competed both on the main NWA roster as well as here in Championship Wrestling from Florida. He's had mixed results, but he's a young man on his way up the ladder of success, no doubt about that. And tonight we could see him taking a huge step on that ladder. He could indeed be surpassing several rungs on that ladder if he is able to defeat Tyree Pride to claim the Bahamas Championship here tonight. That is yet to be seen.
Well, we know he's capable of it. I've watched this guy in the ring, and he can definitely get it done. The question is, can he get it done here tonight against Tyree Pride? That's what it's about. The Bahamas Heavyweight Championship, and fans, we're about to see a great match right here as part of Battle of the Belts.
All right, well, that's the way you'd want to see these two men start the match off. Bell sounds, action's underway. Collar and elbow, they go back to the ropes looking for a clean break. I would suspect we should see one. And we do. Nice go behind this time by Tyree Pride out of the collar and elbow, and now Snapmare takes him over, reverse chin lock. Sam Houston really doing a great job of grinding it out, and you see the face contorted of Tyree Pride, who comes up now with a top wrist lock. We told you this had the potential to be a tremendous wrestling match, and thus far that's exactly what we're getting. Oh, brother, what a move right there. Tyree Pride just drove him down. And now it's the Bulldog by Sam Houston.
Well, he puts a lot of people away with that Bulldog. I'm surprised he didn't even attempt a pinfall, but it is early in the match.
And you'll notice that each man had a moment where they stood over the other with a clenched fist and then elected not to use it.
Well, tempers are likely to flare in a match simply because of what's going on. When you feel like somebody's just bested you, there's a natural momentum to want to get right back at them, and sometimes that can boil over a little bit into some heated complications, but that's normally something you'll see between a couple of guys that don't like each other. In this case, you have a couple of guys who are true sportsmen, and I don't know if it'll boil down to that in this case.
Sam Houston is in trouble. Elbow by Tyree Pride. 2 count only, as Sam Houston able to get out of that one just barely.
Now look at this. He's going to work on that arm. He's stretching it out. Sam Houston's going to have to find a way out of this or it's over.
The champion Tyree Pride with Sam Houston into the turnbuckle. Throws him back to the middle of the ring. Houston getting battered around by the champion. Goes for the suplex, reverses out of that. Northern Lights, and I thought he was going to hold him down for the pinfall, but Tyree Pride unable to maintain the hold on Sam Houston. Oh, look at this. Rolls him up, shoulders are down, referee's in position, and the champion with the win.
Well, I'll tell you what, it wasn't a long match, but it was a very good one. We knew there would be a good wrestling match in this one, and we saw just that, and it was very entertaining.
Well, we get a look at the Bahamas champion and how he got it done here against a very game Sam Houston. Let's give all the credit in the world. But there it was that turned it into a sunset flip. The shoulders were down deep in the corner, but he was not able to make it to the ropes. Referee counts the shoulders down.
Oh, just like that, there it is. Still your Bahamas Heavyweight Champion, Tyree Pride.
The Haitian sensation, Tyree Pride, is still your Bahamas champion, and we have plenty more action to come your way on Battle of the Belts. Stay with us. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome live in the locker room area at this time, and joining me, he is the challenger for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship tonight. That is the total package. Lex Luger, he is the reigning Florida Heavyweight Champion, and Luger, tonight, you're going to be going up against the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, a man you know very well because you are both members of the Four Horsemen, and this is the first time in the history of wrestling we have seen Horsemen versus Horsemen. I want your thoughts as you get ready for the big moment that's just coming up in the near future.
Well, first of all, I just want to say Merry Christmas to everyone out there watching in the nation. And I want to say a special good luck to Ric Flair because I think he's going to need it. Rick, you and I know each other as well as two men can. We've gone down the same aisles. We've traveled the same planes, trains, and automobiles. And tonight, your reign comes to an end. But as I promised, when it's said and done, when the smoke clears and the dust settles, I'll shake your hand. But I'll do it as the new NWA Heavyweight Champion.
All right, wrestling fans are going to take you back to ringside and Gordon Soley at this time. All right, we just heard from the Florida Heavyweight Champion, total package Lex Luger. He is ready for Ric Flair.
You know, Ric Flair, the worst mistake you could ever make would be to be overconfident for a title match, and I don't think for one moment Ric Flair is going to be overconfident. But at the same time, I don't know that he's ever been in the ring with a guy like Lex Luger. We've seen Luger firsthand here in the state of Florida, just running roughshod through all of the competition. And while I know Flair has clearly seen him as well as a member of the Horsemen, I don't know that he's seen him from the point of view of when you're across the ring.
Well, speaking of championships, ladies and gentlemen, here are two members of that Temple of Five. Kevin Sullivan, I was going to say Mike Graham.
Well, Mike Graham goes by the name now of, I believe he's called himself what? Bada Singh?
Gaba Singh. Gaba Singh is the name Mike Graham has been given by Kevin Sullivan, but now these two gentlemen have the opportunity to actually take gold back to the Temple with them tonight. Several weeks back, we saw Kevin Sullivan come out telling the world that there was going to be a temple of 5 here in the Florida area, and that he was recruiting members, and that Mike Graham would be the first. Nobody believed it. Even Mike Graham disputed it at first, but then Mr. Sullivan produced some sort of an envelope that had what appeared to be photographs. I never got a clear look at them. And ever since then, we have seen a different look and different style to Mike Graham than the fans have ever come accustomed to. Well, it's clear Kevin Sullivan has some sort of hold over this guy. I don't know what it is. We, like you said, don't know what those photographs, if that's in fact what they were. We don't know what those entailed, but he definitely has some sort of a mind control over Mike Graham, of Gaba Singh, however you want to refer to him. But the temple is coming together, and Kevin Sullivan will tell you all about it. But we also understand that there are more names coming to the temple in the near future, but more on that to come in the future. But right now, here are the Florida Tag Team Champions. Stan Lane, Steve Kern, they are the fabulous ones. Yeah, well, they only got those belts recently from the Sheep Herders. And the last thing in the world they want to do is give them up to Kevin Sullivan and Gaba Singh. Well, they're going to have a lot of answers to a lot of questions to make that happen, because Kevin Sullivan and Gaba Singh are both very capable of dethroning these men if they don't work very well as a tag team tonight. There is a look at the NWA Florida Tag Team Championship. Well, fans, I'll tell you, there's going to be some exciting times coming in the world of tag team wrestling as we enter the new year. A major announcement is coming, as I understand it, on NWA television programming as soon as we break through into the next calendar year, and it will involve the tag team division, so I'm looking forward to that becoming public. Well, indeed, it will be a big announcement coming, and I can tell you right now, whoever the Florida Tag Team Champions are at that time, they will be involved. As we get a look at Steve Kern on the left, Stan Lane on the right. These men very much in demand. They have been having promoters from around the world contacting them saying, hey, we'd love for you to come out on one of our shows and compete on a card of wrestling here for us. The Tokyo Dome in particular has been very anxious to get these two men to come over to Japan for one of their big card events, and they've been doing everything they can to oblige as much as they can everyone. Here's the collar and elbow tie-up by Kevin Sullivan, and Stan Lane going in from behind. Sullivan now looks to reverse out of it. He does very nicely. Snapmare now, and Graham takes him over. Sullivan now in that rear chin lock. Working his way back up, takes him over, and now he's got the side headlock on him, and see if he can grind that. Oh, wow, big fist right to the head by Kevin Sullivan.
Well, we knew he'd do things like that. That's what Sullivan does best.
Now from the middle rope, Kevin Sullivan dropping the big elbow. Irish whip sends him into the turnbuckle. Went for the double T, but instead he walks into a big boot, Russian leg sweep by Stan Lane, taking him down, and Kevin Sullivan now is in trouble. Stan Lane bringing him over to his corner. Snapmare takes him over, working the shoulder of Kevin Sullivan.
Well, the Dark Prince, as he likes to refer to himself as. Oh, he moves out of the way. Nicely done by Sullivan. And we see the fallen angel at ringside, of course, the manager of Kevin Sullivan and essentially anyone else that's in the Temple of Five. What is Stan Lane looking to do here?
Oh, wow. What a move right there. And Sullivan feeling all of that.
Big move right there by Sullivan, though. Could have dislocated a knee. He can tear some meniscus, different tendons and things in the knees. Very delicate animal.
Stan Lane gets himself out of trouble. He was in the wrong part of town, but now Sullivan with the same opportunity. There's an Irish whip, and Stan Lane goes in. Finally a tag made, and now here comes Gaba Singh. First time for him in the match. Double back elbow. Lane desperate to make the tag out, but that does not happen. Runs into a back elbow. Swinging a miss. Oh, Stan Lane.
Well, that's a move that we wouldn't expect necessarily to see from Stan Lane, but he's going up against these two guys, and we know what that means. Now it is the Fabulous Ones double teaming Steve Keirn, now the legal man in the ring. Belly to belly suplex takes him down.
Well, you know what? You have to fight fire with fire, and Kevin Sullivan, everyone knows what he'll do in a match. I don't think the Fabulous Ones feel they need to wait for it to happen in order to react. Steve Keirn now going for the neck breaker. Mike Graham or Gaba Singh gets out of it nicely, comes up with a flying head scissor, taking the man over. Down across the knee. Now it is Gaba Singh going to work right in front of his partner. Stan Lane made to watch as Steve Keirn being stretched out. Oh, what a drop kick right there, finding the mark. And choking him out. There's shades of the training of Kevin Sullivan coming into play.
Well, Mike Graham now doing a real good number on Steve Keirn, and I got to say the champions have...
Oh, look at this. They just collided. Sullivan was sent down to the floor. Keirn's got him up. Tried for the suplex. That's not happening. Tremendous suplex right there. Steve Keirn fighting his way back out.
Well, speaking of fighting his way back out, look at Gaba Singh with a vicious variety of punishing moves right there. Irish whip sends him to the rope, drop down, comes back out front. Hip toss takes him across the ring.
So close to the tag, but not able to get it.
Again with the double team. There they go. Sullivan and Singh.
And again, Kevin Sullivan preventing Keirn from making the tag. Oh, now it is Steve Keirn with a boot to the midsection. He's got Sullivan up. Power slams Kevin Sullivan down. Kevin Sullivan still feeling the effects. Oh, and again, driving the head of Sullivan into the mat. From the top rope, knee right to the midsection. Irish whip takes him over with a side headlock hip toss. And now it is Stan Lane again going to do this. Man, he is just planting the head of Kevin Sullivan. Went for a sweep, and that wasn't there. Now Sullivan fighting his way back, coming up with some stiff rights and lefts. And now the Prince of Darkness working the knee, working the leg. Sullivan has him up, pile driver. Oh, he called him with that one right there, and Stan Lane's in a lot of trouble. The tag team title's about to change hands. Sullivan saw the man coming in and decided he had to do something about it. Meantime, Steve Kern doing a number on Gaba Singh. Turning his attention now to Gaba Singh. Kevin Sullivan continues the beatdown on Stan Lane. Oh, and Stan Lane able to make the tag. Kevin Sullivan took his eyes off the prize. But Kern walks right into it. Oh, what a clothesline. All the way out to the floor he goes, and now Kevin Sullivan, just like that, is in trouble. We've got action inside the ring. We've got action outside the ring. The Daytona Beach Ocean Center may not be big enough to contain this. Oh, Kevin Sullivan just caught him. Oh, there it is, the golden spike, and Kevin Sullivan just laid him out with it. Save is made by Stan Lane. This one was almost over. I tell you right now, the Temple of Five doing very well in this one. There's a double team again. Off the ropes they go. Double that body drop sends them crashing to the mat. Oh, once again, able to make that lunge. Stan Lane. Well, he had a moment, but that's all it would turn out to be. It looked like Gaba Singh was ready to make the tag, but Sullivan busy with the fans at ringside. Nice drop kick right there by one half of the Fabulous Ones. I'll tell you, fans, we have seen so much here tonight already, and we're not even halfway through this spectacular event. That is Battle of the Belts. Belly to back suplex, and he really nailed him with that one. Hooking the leg. Save made by Kevin Sullivan. Once again planting the face, this time of Gaba Singh into the canvas. And now it is Gaba Singh on the receiving end. The Fabulous Ones, tag team champions, have control of this match, perhaps for the first time tonight, because there were so many moments where it looked like they were about to lose those titles. Double team once again. Wait a minute, what is going on? Mike Graham is turning on Kevin Sullivan. What has just happened here?
Mike Graham has just turned against Kevin Sullivan. He's got Stan Lane, he's got him brought back to his feet.
Sullivan is out. He's not moving. Steve Kern from the rope delivers the shot to the head. Sullivan's in trouble. The fallen angels at ringside. She doesn't know what's going on. Fans, what a turn of events we have just seen here tonight. Sleeper hold is on. Steve Kern has it. And it's over.
Well, just like that, the Fabulous Ones are still the Florida Tag Team Champions. But more importantly, what just happened between Kevin Sullivan and Gaba Singh?
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm going to call him Mike Graham until I hear differently from him, because the Temple of Five just suffered, in my opinion, a very big crack in the foundation. I don't know if we're going to have an opportunity to see what happened. It doesn't look like we have video of that ready to replay, but Mike Graham just turned on Kevin Sullivan. And there are the Florida Tag Team Champions, the Fabulous Ones, Stan Lane and Steve Kern. All right, fans, we've got a lot more action coming your way. Stay with us. All right, wrestling fans, we are back here live from the Daytona Beach Ocean Center. We are still trying to make sense of what we saw earlier on in that match for the tag team titles. And I understand Hugh Barnes is in the back trying to get a hold of Mike Graham to see exactly what happened. In the meantime, this is the Battle of the Belts, and we have got the AWA Tag Team Championship on the line. It will be a Texas Tornado match. All four men will be live. We are looking at one of the upstart teams in the AWA. They are the Midnight Rockers. Shawn Michaels on your left, Marty Jannetty on your right. They're going to be going up against the Road Warriors. They are by far one of the most dominant forces, not just in the tag team division, but in all of professional wrestling. Outstanding match, I believe, and when you have all four men going at once, truly it is anything goes. Well, the good thing about this match
matches, part of the stipulation was that Paul Ellering is not allowed to be involved in it whatsoever. He cannot be ringside. And if he were to show up ringside, they would be stripped of the title. So the Road Warriors are going to have to do it themselves. Now, up until very recently, they were the AWA Tag Team Champions and the NWA World Tag Team Champions. They have since lost the NWA Tag Team titles to the Midnight Express. So we got to see just how that's affect the psyche of the super team that for many people could not be defeated. Now they've tasted some defeat.
Well, absolutely one thing about any team or any champion, when you haven't lost in a long time and then you lose a big match, especially where a title was involved, there is going to be a little period of time where you mentally question things.
The way these guys have tells you that, you know, we're talking about an incredibly talented team.
Well, by default, though, we have to say the same about the challengers here, Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels. They are also a top-notch team. They have set the world of wrestling on fire, especially in the AWA, where they have come on very strong, very quickly, and they have taken names. They have beaten some very top-notch talent, and now they are within a whisper's throw of becoming the AWA World Tag Team Champions. Fans, part of the AWA agreement and being here as part of Battle of the Belts is that we are going to let you know that they have a huge event coming up in the next 24 hours, as it were, and that will be Super Clash.
Yeah, Super Clash is going to be an absolutely monumental event for the AWA. They're going to have all their titles, all their champions. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. And you will not want to miss it. You can see all of that action right here live on the Nation Network and exclusively.
All right, fans, ready for action. Referee rings the bell. All four men are active at one time. Shawn Michaels catches the Road Warrior Animal with an inverted atomic knee drop. And now it is Hawk with a back body drop on Marty Jannetty.
Shawn Michaels again going to work on Animal with a boot to the midsection.
Oh, now the power of Animal overwhelming Shawn Michaels. A lot of people think that the Rockers give up way too much in size and strength to be successful in a match against the Road Warriors. Now, I would normally disagree because of their tag team talents and abilities. But in this style of match, where all four men are active and there is no tag team wrestling per se, I do think they're at a severe disadvantage, and I do think the Road Warriors are probably going to walk out of here with the tag team titles.
Oh, look at this. Hawk just took the turnbuckle cover off, exposing the steel ring.
Shawn Michaels, meantime, up the opposite corner with a big splash down across the chest of Animal.
I'm not even sure if Jannetty knows about that exposed turnbuckle right now, but if he doesn't, he'll find out soon enough.
Shawn Michaels is in a compromised position right now. Referee is there to see if he'll submit, but he does not.
Russian leg sweep, nicely done there. Now, Hawk does a tremendous job of sprawling out to make sure that Jannetty can't hook him up. But Jannetty still ends up getting that neck breaker on him. Nicely done.
And I believe Marty Jannetty now is aware of the missing turnbuckle. Will he use that to his advantage? And if he does, then Hawk has no one to blame but himself. Belly to back suplex, nicely done by the Midnight Rocker.
Oh, Shawn Michaels, meantime, really putting the stretch out on Hawk, or excuse me, Animal of the Road Warriors. That's a move that can easily draw a submission from someone. Wow, stiff headbutt.
Yeah, he just walked right into Shawn Michaels with a headbutt right to the bridge of the nose, and then follows it up by dropping him face first down across the top turnbuckle. Shawn Michaels on the receiving end, but he's fighting his way back up.
He went for it, looked like a super kick, but nobody was there. Now into that exposed turnbuckle, and there you see it. It pays off for all the Road Warriors.
Indeed, it does. Shawn Michaels is in a lot of trouble, and now Hawk and Jannetty have taken the action out to the floor. If there is a pin attempt in the ring, there would be no way for Jannetty to make a save attempt. So it's essentially a one-on-one match right now in the ring for the tag team titles.
Look at this, a dead weight lift, gut wrench suplex. The amount of strength and power that you have to possess in order to do that.
Well, now it looks like the participants have switched opponents for the moment. Jannetty is in trouble. Wow, tremendous slam, and now Shawn Michaels able to sneak out. He was about to be on the recipient. He doesn't realize what's happening. Oh, they almost got away with it.
Shawn Michaels was so focused on Hawk that he didn't realize his tag team partner was about to be pinned. They are very fortunate that they're still in this match.
Well, that's part of the chaos that ensues when you've got four men going at one time. You've got to deal with the man you're in front of, and you might miss something going on with your partner in the back. And now here Shawn Michaels hooks the leg. Will it be enough?
Oh, it's enough to get two, but not enough to get them to gold.
Super kick that time by Marty Jannetty.
Look at Animal, though. He basically pops right up from it and instead delivers more punishment, and Jannetty's in trouble.
There's that super kick again by Shawn Michaels, and now Hawk is out.
I am surprised Shawn Michaels hasn't followed up after that big move.
2 count on Jannetty. Michaels attempts the suplex. It's blocked by Road Warrior Hawk, and now European uppercut, nicely done by Michaels. He goes to a neck breaker. We saw that from the Masked Superstar earlier. Hooks the leg. Let's see if that's going to be enough. Swing and a miss by Shawn Michaels, and now Jannetty. What's he got in mind? There's the rocker dropper. Animal's in trouble. He's been busted open. The blood is flowing down the face of the Road Warrior. The face paint being covered by the crimson mask.
Well, again, the champions have to be pinned or submit. Pile driver on Shawn Michaels. He's on power. Suplex, it looked like on Jannetty. Hooks the leg of Shawn Michaels. This might be it. 2. Oh, and he got his shoulder up. Can you believe that?
Shawn Michaels is in trouble. Jannetty is now in trouble. Powerbomb. Pile driver. The Road Warriors, the power, the strength right now playing out. Right in the middle of the ring. Goes for the cover. No save is going to be made by Marty Jannetty. Oh, I don't believe he got his shoulder up on that one.
Look at this crowd. There is nobody, and I mean nobody, sitting down in their seats right now. This is an unbelievable match we're seeing right here for the AWA World Tag Team Championship, part of the Battle of the Belt.
Hooks the leg. Oh, wait, we had a double pin attempt, one by each team.
Would have been very interesting to see how that one would have come out by the referee's count. Another super kick, this time by Marty Jannetty.
Suddenly it is the Midnight Rockers turning the tide of this one. Both members of the Road Warriors are down and in trouble. Super kick, and Hawk is out.
Jannetty playing up to this crowd. That might be a mistake, but we'll have to see.
Rocker dropper by Marty Jannetty. Shawn Michaels. Oh, 2 3/4 count, and again, just barely able to get his shoulder up. Look at the face of Animal, the blood Stating through the face paint, there is new war paint on the face of Animal, and it is out of his own blood. It isn't often that the Road Warriors are in a match where they taste their own blood, but tonight has been one of those occasions, and no matter how this thing turns out for the Midnight Rockers, they have done a tremendous job. Oh, they did it! They did it!
I don't even think Road Warrior Hawk realizes it.
We have new AWA World Tag Team Champions. It was sudden. And to your point, Road Warrior Hawk was on the turnbuckle. He didn't realize it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the brand new AWA World Tag Team Champions, the Midnight Rockers.
Oh, I've got to tell you right now, for the Road Warriors, this is going to be a really devastating blow, no doubt about it.
Super clash for the AWA. Will they be able to retain those titles? We're going to find out. Fans, we've got more Battle of the Belts coming your way right after these words. Wrestling fans, we're going back to the locker room. We've got an interview set up right now, and we'll take you back to that area.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm right now in the back locker room, and I'm with the one and only. This is Mike Graham standing before me as he is wiping the remaining face paint off. Mike Graham, we saw you turn on Kevin Sullivan tonight. What was that all about?
That was all about is that nobody, and I mean nobody, owns, operates, or manipulates me. Kevin Sullivan, I had to buy time because, yeah, you had some damning information, some things that were going to affect me personally. But you don't have any power over me anymore because I've talked to the people I need to talk to. And eventually I'll probably end up having to talk to the fans here on the nation. But right now, you have no longer any power over Mike Graham. This is not Gaba Singh. This is your worst nightmare. You made this personal. Well, I'll tell you something right now, Kevin Sullivan. There's nowhere in the state of Florida you're going to hide where I'm not going to find you. And when I do, and I get my hands upon you, you put whatever temple together you want, and I will break it down one piece at a time. Kevin Sullivan, I am going to take you out.
All right, fans, Mike Graham is back. More, I'm sure, to come on this developing story. We're going to send you back up to ringside and Gordon Soley.
words from Mike Graham there. He apparently had some form of, I would presume, blackmail being used against him, and he has now removed the burden. As we get a look here at members of Sir Oliver Humperdinck's army of wrestling here from the state of Florida. Kendo Nagasaki went after Blackjack Mulligan's youngest son, Kendall Windham, in the locker room area, beat him down pretty well, but he's back here tonight to extract some revenge, and he's got his family with him, his brother Barry Windham, his father Blackjack Mulligan, and this is as personal as it gets. Fans, we remind you that some of the creations that you see here are available on the Community Network, on the PlayStation Network. You can do a search for hashtag One Nation and find many of those right there. All right, bell sounds, action's underway. All the way out till the ring floor he goes, and now Big Cowboy Ron Bass and Blackjack Mulligan lock it up with one another. These two men are no strangers to one another. Oh, he threw him into the stairs. Mulligan really going to work on Cowboy Ron Bass. Sends him into the guardrail here ringside as the count continues to work its way up. You've got 6 men in this match that absolutely do not like one another. As we take a look at the man they refer to as the Ninja on the apron, this upstart young talent that Oliver Humperdinck has unfortunately managed to get his hands on and mold, and not for the better, I don't mind telling you. Nice gut red suplex right there by Barry Windham. The native of Sweetwater, Texas, Barry Windham is one of the top talents in all of professional wrestling on any given day. He was one of the top finalists to be challenging Ric Flair for that world title here tonight, but at the end of the day, the total package is the current Florida heavyweight champion. He's also the current United States heavyweight champion. As we see Ron Bass with a sucker shot from behind, getting Kendo Nagasaki out of trouble. And now Windham across the top rope and snapped back to the center of the ring. Sit out powerbomb, and Barry Windham's in trouble.
Nice tag right there by Windham. He makes it all the way out to his brother Kendall. Now he comes back in with that clothesline. Another clothesline. And this youngster's ready for a fight. You can see by the way he is dressed. He is ready for a fight tonight. He did not come to wrestle. Nagasaki did a number on him, and now he's looking to pay him back.
Oh, he didn't realize Ron Bass was right there, and Bass taking advantage of a distracted Kendall Windham.
Butterfly suplex nicely done, and Kendo Nagasaki is definitely the veteran in this one.
He's also one of the top contenders for that Florida Heavyweight Championship that is held by Lex Luger. We expect to be seeing him in a match with Mr. Luger for that title in the very near future. That was almost going to happen here tonight until the promoters decided, as a result of what happened to Kendall Windham in the locker room, that they were going to give him and his family an opportunity at Retribution, and they were going to reward Luger with his incredible run in the world of professional wrestling with the world title match. So Kendo Nagasaki may have actually worked himself out of the title opportunity here tonight by the actions taken against Kendall Windham just a week ago.
Well, the irony of ironies, isn't it? Another double stop right to the midsection, too. Kendall Windham is really feeling the brunt of all of this.
Nice amateur move right there with the fireman carry, taking Kendo Nagasaki over. He's got him up in the air, but could not hold him. Nagasaki now with the neck breaker.
Well, a lot of the fans on their feet here, but they're not approving of what they're seeing right now. They do not like Humperdinck's Army, and don't think for a moment they do.
Oh, he just busted him open, and once again, the blood flowing.
This has been ruled that it's not a chokehold, it is a nerve pinch. I don't know how the referee can tell from where he's at, one or the other, but right now, Barry Windham or Blackjack Mulligan better be getting the ring, otherwise this could be all over.
Windham is in trouble. This young man needs desperately to make the tag out, or it will be over. Raking that open wound on the forehead is Kendo Nagasaki.
Kendo desperately tries to make it to his corner, but he just can't do it, and now Kendo Nagasaki is ready.
Oh, look at this. That green mist has come out, and Kendo Nagasaki plants it right in the face.
Well, we've seen it with some really detrimental effects in the past. Shoulders are down. Will it be enough?
Save made by Blackjack Mulligan, and now the Ninja gets in there.
Double team right there on Blackjack Mulligan, who goes outside the ring, and now Kendall Windham in the wrong corner.
The blood continues to flow, but Windham able to reverse it. Nagasaki now is in the corner. Tag made, and now the brothers will get the double team on Kendo Nagasaki. Clothesline by Windham.
And now Barry Windham's going to go for the cover right here. Save is made by the Ninja, otherwise it might have been over. It's hard to tell, but it looked like it might have been done.
Well, clearly the Ninja thought it was going to be over, otherwise he wouldn't have gotten involved. Down across the top rope. Caught him with a fireman's carry. Now Barry Windham back in control of this one. Let's see what he can do.
He put that arm behind the back and just slammed him right on it. That's a double whammy there. You got the body slam, plus you got him down on the arm, and that's going to do some damage there as well. But now we're going to get a look at this new protege.
The Ninja, the Pearl of the Orient, as it were. He's got a variety of moves that he does that we have never seen before, and very athletic style of wrestling, but now it's going to be the rookie against the master, and this time, oh, back body drop, and Blackjack Mulligan all the way out to the floor.
Well, you know what? There's the disadvantage of having the senior versus the junior, in that Blackjack Mulligan, when he takes a fall like that, it is likely to do more damage to his back than it would do to a younger person who hasn't experienced the years and years of wear and tear.
Look at this. The Ninja just hung him out over the top of that rail and then delivered the kick to the head. Now goes to the throat. We see the green mist. Oh, and he's got it in the face.
Blackjack Mulligan's in all kinds of trouble. Just got his head spiked into the concrete floor.
Just barely beating the 10 count back in the ring, but Blackjack Mulligan on the receiving end of a lot of punishment here at the hands of the Ninja.
Ninja continues to dominate Blackjack Mulligan, and I've got to tell you, I'm very surprised at that. I was not expecting to see that happen in a match like this. Mulligan's got not only the advantage in experience, but size and strength goes to Mulligan as well. But you wouldn't know it in the way this match has started out.
Oh, look at this. The Ninja just took Barry Windham off the apron, but Blackjack Mulligan back body drops the young athlete.
You know, surprising by his absence here ringside is Sir Oliver Humperdinck. You would think he'd be leading the troops in a match of this nature, but I understand he is in the back. I know he talked to his men before the match.
Ninja continues the beatdown. Oh, he went for the clothesline. Nobody was there. And what a move by the Ninja.
Well, I'll tell you, that reminds me of the famous soccer kick of Pele. And he connected right with the head of Blackjack Mulligan, and he's in trouble.
He continues to use very smart maneuvers here. He uses the weight and momentum of Blackjack Mulligan to do all the work for him. So that disadvantage really isn't that big a disadvantage at all. Big suplex now, hooks the leg. Will that be enough? Oh, 2 3/4 count as Kendall Windham was unable to make the save. But Mulligan on his own, able to get out now. Blackjack Mulligan's son, Kendall Windham with a claw hold on Ron Bass. We've got pandemonium. We've got bodies everywhere. We've got blood. We've got it all as part of Battle of the Belts.
And Maida now, look at this. Barry Windham walks right into the Ninja, and that is not a good start.
Ninja's just as capable with his feet as he is with his hands. There's the tag to the master, the great one and only Kendo Nagasaki. Nagasaki now goes to the middle rope. What's he got in mind? As he drives that elbow right into the chest and face of Barry Windham.
Well, you know, we've seen this mistake made earlier in the night as well by people like the Road Warriors. Oh, look at that!
Oh, this is it. Dragon Sleeper, but he doesn't have it hooked very well at all. Barry Windham able to survive it. That is normally a done deal when that move is put on. One of the least likely moves to escape in professional wrestling. Windham plants him with a DDT.
I'll tell you, that one really rocked the world of Kendo Nagasaki. You could see his eyes roll back in his head when he made impact with the mat on that one.
Barry Windham now brutalizing him. Follows it up with a big elbow right down into the forehead, and Windham sends Nagasaki to the wrong part of the district. Back elbow, and it stunned him.
Nagasaki is in trouble, I believe, right there. Float over DDT, or excuse me, float over suplex by Barry Windham.
Save is made by the Ninja, might have been over. And look at this, we've got blood. Kendo Nagasaki is a bloody mess as well. Kendo Windham still in the ring, and he's getting beat down. We've got pandemonium here in Daytona. Tag is made, and now Blackjack Mulligan is down. He couldn't. Who's the legal man? Referee just got wiped out. Ron Bass just got wiped out.
This one is so out of control right now, I think you're going to have to throw it away.
We have no referee. We've got blood-soaked warriors on both sides of the ring. Big elbow drop by Blackjack Mulligan. Referee just now coming back to his feet. Will that be enough? 2. Oh, and Bass managing to get his shoulders off the mat.
I'll tell you, I didn't think Bass was going to get out of that, and I was very surprised that neither the Ninja nor Kendo Nagasaki entered the ring and tried to make a save off of that one.
Well, I think they may have thought the referee was out too much to come in and do anything about it. There's the claw hold. The Blackjack. Iconic. Oh, look at this. He's in trouble. Referee is there. Bass is going to have to make a decision. Oh, he survived it somehow. That trademark of the Blackjacks back when Mulligan and Lanza were running throughout the territories. These two tough Texans going head to head. With Ron Bass, it is always personal. He has never liked the Mulligan family, and he has taken it upon himself to punish the sons for the sins of the father, as he puts it. Pile driver, Barry Windham folded in half.
Yeah, that's a real bad move right there, and Barry Windham feeling all of that.
And there's a claw hold by Bass. Will Barry Windham be able to hang on?
Well, thus far, nobody coming in to make the save. They must be thinking he's okay, and he can survive it, and he does. But how much did it take out of him, you have to wonder.
Tag is made, and now once again into the ring is the Ninja. He hooks the leg, goes for the cover, but way too close to the lights of Kendall Windham. And again, the referee is taken out. Big moonsault, as he calls it.
Ron Bass is going to work on Kendall Windham.
The Ninja just plants Barry Windham into the canvas. Oh, he just spewed that green mist right into the face. Windham is blind. Barry Windham.
Well, we knew these guys would stoop to any level. Now they have proven it.
Barry Windham right now has some momentum back in his. Well, Windham in and outside the ring. It is the Ninja now going in from behind. Tremendous clothesline, and Windham just struck the back of his head on the mat. He's got him in that butterfly. He couldn't hold on.
Hooks the leg, though. That could be enough there. One. Here's two. Save is made by Blackjack Mulligan. Otherwise, I think that would have been it.
This referee has really had to earn his money here tonight, no doubt about that. The question we've got to be asking ourselves is how much longer can either of these teams go with the amount of punishment that has been handed out both ways. Big knee lift right there by Barry Windham, the Sweetwater native holding his head. That's not a good sign. Tag is made. Here comes Blackjack Mulligan back into the ring, get a fresh man in. And Mulligan and Ron Bass, boy, these two men, you talk about guys that really hate one another. These two really cannot stand each other. Outside the ring, Nagasaki just delivered a stiff shot. Mulligan's out.
Oh, you just saw right there Nagasaki checking his own head because he's taking some brutal shots in this one, busted him wide open.
Ron Bass trying to clear the cobwebs as well. Referee's count has reached 8. Back elbow strikes. Bass in the head. He's busted open as well. We have blood flowing here in Daytona tonight.
Well, we told you at the onset of this match it was personal. Look at the face of Kendall Windham. Look at the face of Ron Bass, look at the face of Kendo Nagasaki. These are faces that tell a story. And this is a story, it is a blood feud. It is a feud of two families, two rival factions. You've got the Wyndhams and the Mulligans going up against the army of Humperdinck. Nagasaki thought he'd get in there with a quick shot. That backfired with a big backbreaker. Now delivered by Blackjack Mulligan, who is waiting on Kendo to get back to his feet. What's he got in mind? Here it is. That Blackjack ring claw is applied. He let it go awfully quickly. You almost wonder if all that blood is getting in the way of him getting a stiff grip on it, because he did release that hold very quickly. There's a tag made down to Kendall Windham, who wants some retribution for what took place a week ago. But if you look at his face, I'd get retribution for what they did to you here tonight.
Kendall Windham is a bloody mess. His face, the crimson mask, and now, how much does he have left to put on? Hooks the leg. Kendall Windham using a rope, taking a page out of the book. Oh, and he only gets 2 out of 3.
How ironic would it have been if Kendall Windham would have got the win using one of Humperdinck's men's type of moves?
Well, you've got to fight fire with fire, and that's something Kendall Windham told us he was ready to do after what happened to him last week. We can expect to see a new fired-up Kendall Windham. Once again, tag is made. Here comes his brother Barry Windham into the match. Shoulder block, down he goes. Look at this, on the apron now. He's not done. Kendall Windham, he's out. Just got dropped back first on the apron. I don't think we'll be seeing him again.
This is effectively right now a 3-on-2 handicap match. Kendall Windham is in a lot of trouble, in a lot of pain. And Barry Windham right now is in that Tonga death grip.
Referee calls for it. It's over. Oliver Humperdinck's Army eliminating Barry Windham.
Well, that's one down. Now it is officially a 3-on-2, this elimination match.
Elbow down to the forehead. Both of these men spilling blood all over the Daytona Beach Ocean Center. He hooks the leg. Referee is there. 1, 2, 3.
Well, just like that, it's all evened up, and it's 2-on-2. It is a straight-up tag team match. Ron Bass just sends Kendall Windham into the steps.
Fans, I'll tell you, this thing is all over the place. This is the match they wanted to fight. This is the way they wanted it to end.
Well, I'm not sure it's ever going to end between these two factions, because when you got Oliver Humperdinck's Army, when you've got the Wyndhams and the Mulligan clan.
2 count, and Kendall able to kick out the back door. And now Ron Bass going for the cover, save made by Blackjack Mulligan. Just in time as Bass had his feet up on the ropes trying to steal one away.
Well, Blackjack Mulligan right now is outside the floor, and he will be no help. Kendall Windham's have to weather this storm on his own. The young man going up against the old veteran.
Ron Bass is all man, and he is going to take this kid out behind the woodshed if given the opportunity. Drops him across the top rope. Kendall Windham's in trouble. Bass goes for the cover against 1, 2, and Kendall Windham somehow manages to kick out.
Wyndham moves out of the way, comes up with that flying forearm right to the forehead. Nicely done.
Wyndham hooks the leg now. He's near the ropes. The Ninja able to make the save, or it might have been another pinfall. Fans, when you take a look at the face of Kendall Wyndham and realize just how much he has suffered. Oh, look at that! The Ninja may have just ended Kendall Wyndham with that move.
He snapped him down across the top rope first while he was standing on the middle rope. Wyndham bounced up into the air.
I'll tell you what, fans, we're seeing it all here tonight as part of Battle of the Belts. This isn't a battle, it's a war. There are casualties in this one. The Ninja with a splash. Oh, and Kendall Wyndham manages to survive.
Well, now what the hell is Ron Bass doing out there? He's not supposed to be in this.
Referee decides to start putting the count on Bass. The Ninja continues to go to work on him. Oh, there's that Pele-style kick one more time to the already severely damaged head of Kendall Wyndham. Referee's in position, and it's the 3 count.
Oh, Blackjack Mulligan's going to have to do this one all by himself now, 2 against 1.
Well, look at Ron Bass outside the ring. He does not look like he's going to be a whole lot of help to the Ninja, so the Ninja may have to go this one alone. Oh, he rolls them up, shoulders are down, 2 and 3.
Whoa, what a match. What a match.
Fans, I'll tell you, we have seen some great wrestling here tonight. We continue to see it as we look back on highlights from this one. Whatever it was, Oliver Humperdinck told his men before the match, it clearly worked. That young man right there just punched his ticket. At the end of the night, he led that team to victory. But I don't think we have heard the last of Blackjack Mulligan or Barry Windham or Kendall Wyndham. I am sure there's going to be more to come. Fans, there's more to come here on Battle of the Belts. Stay with us.
All right, wrestling fans, I am back in the locker room once again, and joining me at this time is the NWA World Heavyweight Champion himself, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Ric Flair, tonight you've got your hands full, don't you? You're going up against not only another champion and the U.S. champion, Lex Luger, the Florida Heavyweight Champion, Lex Luger as well, but you're also going up against a member of your own team of the Horsemen, and that's a first ever. Well, first off, I want to say a very Merry Christmas to everyone out there watching this thing live on the nation. Second of all, I want to stress the obvious. We've always known that as long as the NWA World Heavyweight Championship belt is in the stable of the Horsemen, that we control the fate of wrestling. And nothing's going to change about that here tonight. What has never happened before is a member of the Horsemen deciding to step up and take on that mantle. So I'm going to say this right now. Luger,
I've given you all the respect in the world. I've given you all the credit you deserve. But tonight when that bell rings, you're not a friend, you're not an ally, you're not a horseman. What you are is a man who is stepping into no man's land, and no man's land is my land. That's where I own, operate, and manipulate the World Heavyweight Championship. And if you're in there, you're a threat. And I will eliminate any threats coming between me and the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Tonight, I'm going to give you the wrestling lesson of your life. And when it's over, it's over. I don't want any more. Tonight, Luger, you're going to be mine. And I am going to show you once and for all, woo, ha-ha, why diamonds are forever, and so is the Nature Boy. Woo.
All right, fans, that's the world champion. We're going to send you back to ringside, Gordon Soley. All right, always a pleasure to hear from the world champion, Ric Flair, who's going to be out here in the very near future defending that title. Speaking of defending titles, however, we have got another big match here on the Battle of the Belts. It is for the AWA World Heavyweight Championship. Much anticipated match that will be taking place. Here is the challenger, world-renowned Nick Bockwinkel. This is one of the most accomplished wrestlers in the history of our game. Accompanied by Bobby the Brain Heenan. Named the #1 challenger by the Championship Committee of the AWA, American Wrestling Association. And once again, fans, tomorrow night they have a huge event that will be taking place, and it will be the Super Clash. You won't want to miss that. That will be carried exclusively here live on The Nation. We invite you to join us for that. Challenger.
Well, I'll tell you, Nick Bockwinkel, he can wrestle circles around just about anyone gets in the ring with him. Probably not going to be able to wrestle circles around somebody like Rick Martel, but at the same point in time, he'll hold his own. It's going to be very, very interesting, though, to see how he comes out in this one as the challenger. Does he play it cool? Does he go through the feeling out process? Or does he come out and just try to absolutely manhandle this guy right off the bat?
Well, manhandling him is not going to be an easy task, I can tell you that right now. Just like it is not an easy task to get 2K to actually put the attire on that you selected for a match. But welcome to 2K Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, the absolute finest in glitches. There it is, the AWA World Heavyweight Championship. It is a gorgeous piece of hardware, no doubt about that. One of the very highly coveted championships in all of professional wrestling. If you hold that title, you will definitely hold a stake to the claim of being a world champion. At this point in time, Rick Martel is the AWA champion. Will he be when the bell sounds at the end of the match? That we're about to find out.
Well, I can tell you right now, he's definitely capable of beating Nick Bockwinkel in this one. But Nick Bockwinkel and Rick Martel have totally different styles of fighting. That would be obvious to say. Nick Bockwinkel is going to do absolutely anything he has to do to win this match. I don't know that Rick Martel's capable of going that way. Rick Martel wants to just wrestle and win, and he's going to have to probably break out of that in order to hold on to that title.
sounds action's underway, and here we go. Well, so much for your feeling out process right there. Rick Martel just caught him coming in and sent Nick Bockwinkel up over the back, has him up in the air. Plants him with an authoritative body slam. Nicely done by the champion.
Oh, well, wait a minute. We were just asking if he was going to be able to go that direction, and he rakes the eyes of Nick Bockwinkel, and suddenly this is a match that can go in either direction. Referees going to have to see if we can get a clean break here, and I don't think it's going to happen.
I'll be a little surprised myself. The question, yeah, that's what I expected. All right, fans, it is already set, and we know how it's going to go. Rick Martel has shown that he is willing to go to the well if he has to in order to defend this title against Nick Bockwinkel, and Bockwinkel we already knew would. Been a tremendous night of professional wrestling for you fans here. We're getting ready to bring you more as we head towards our main event. 2 out of 3 falls for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. The total package, Lex Luger against the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Martel waits for him and then caught him coming off that middle rope nicely. Nick Bockwinkel's down in trouble. Bobby Heenan outside the ring, not necessarily happy with what he's seeing at the moment.
Big knee right to the head, and down goes the champion. And now look at this. Oh, he's going to go for that figure 4 leg lock, and Nick Bockwinkel has it cinched on.
I think Martel might have made it to the ropes. Referee broke that count pretty quick.
Now Bobby Heenan definitely approving of the things he said. Oh, here it is, choking him out. Referee's allowing it.
Yeah, referee should have been there giving him a 5 count.
Shot to the midsection now by Rick Martel. Monkey flip takes the challenger over to the corner. Up in the air, and he plants him face first. What a move by Rick Martel.
Oh, he went for that big slingshot move of his. He's beaten a lot of people with that one, but he didn't catch it flush.
Now the champion planted face first into the mat by Nick Bockwinkel. Again, Bobby Heenan barking instructions outside the ring. You wonder how much of that Nick Bockwinkel is able to actually absorb while he's being thrown around by a guy like Rick Martel. He hooks a leg, 1. That's all he's going to get as the challenger able to come out the back door. Fans, we have seen some great stuff here tonight. We've seen Kendo Windham extract a certain element of revenge. And Kendo Nagasaki, although in a losing effort. As the challenger firing back with some stiff left hands, he's got him up over the shoulders and now drops him down across the top rope.
Yeah, his neck really caught that rope. He might be in trouble here. We could have a new champion.
Oh, I'll tell you, it was close. When you're busy trying to get air into your body, you're not thinking about 3 counts.
Really cinching that in from this angle. We can't tell you if it's below the chin. He could be choking him out. Referee should be in a better position than he's in right now. We know Nick Bockwinkel, we know him and what he's capable of. And if the referee's in a bad angle, he'll know it, and he'll take advantage of it.
We don't want to speculate, but we do know the track record of Nick Bockwinkel, and it would definitely not be something that would be beyond him as he delivers 3 big elbows right to the chest of the champion. Both of these men will be in action in 24 hours as part of the Super Clash. Pile driver by Nick Bockwinkel, and now Rick Martel in trouble. He hooks the leg. 1, 2, and oh, I thought we might have a new champion, and look at the look on the face of Nick Bockwinkel.
Oh, yeah, Bockwinkel's surprised. He thought he had him right there and was very surprised Martel had enough left in him to kick out.
Oh, he's got him in a sleeper hold. Bockwinkel locks in that sleeper, and this could be it. Look at Bobby Heenan. He can taste the gold. Martel manages to fight his way out.
Nice suplex right there by Rick Martel. That gut wrench and just really slung him over.
Martel now on the middle rope. He's waiting. Double sledgehammer down across the top of the head. Another back body drop, and nicely done. Oh, is he going to do it here? Boston Crab is on, and this is his money hold. This could be it for Nick Bockwinkel. He's bending him.
Bockwinkel trying to make his way off of the ropes. He can't move.
Martel releases the hold, but the damage has been done. Nick Bockwinkel feeling it in the back. Martel hooks it. He's got his feet up on the ropes.
Well, again, we asked the question, is he going to be able to get down and dirty with a guy like Nick Bockwinkel? And from the opening moments, he proved he can. And right here, once again, he's trying to show that he will do whatever he has to do to even the playing field against Nick Bockwinkel.
Goes for the cover one. He gets two. Now it is the champion in trouble, but again, rake of the eyes. Martel. Clothesline takes it all the way out to the floor.
Look at Bobby Heenan getting his man back up to his feet. He doesn't want him getting counted out, but he may not have done him any favors because as soon as he got to his feet, Rick Martel just took him right back down. And of course, Heenan doesn't want any part.
Referee continues his count. One of these men or both of them have to get back into the ring or it will be over. And Martel beats the count back in. We'll see about Nick Bockwinkel. He's still on Queer Street out there. And he just does get back in the ring in time. Grinding side headlock right now. Nicely done by the champion, Rick Martel.
Oh, now for the first time here we see it. Bobby Heenan distracting Martel, but not very long because Martel turned right back to Nick Bockwinkel.
Oh, wow, what a big knee drop off that top rope. Will that be enough? Oh, come on, Bobby Heenan distracting the referee. It was over.
Well, it looked like it was indeed over, but Bobby Heenan got up there and distracted the referee. That's what he does best. Bockwinkel just caught him with something.
I thought it was a clinch fist, but with Nick Bockwinkel, you're never sure. I'll tell you, fans, we have seen it all. Look at this, choking him out. Referee standing by, doing nothing about it. And he dumps the champion unceremoniously back into the middle of the ring. Oh, he's got it on him. His version of an Indian deathlock, and he is really... It's over! Unbelievable!
Wow, the AWA turmoil continues right here at Battle of the Belts as we've got a new World Heavyweight Champion.
We saw the Road Warriors upset by the Midnight Rockers, and now we see Rick Martel defeated by Nick Bockwinkel. Albeit controversy rating, it looked like Martel had the match won when Bobby the Brain Heenan interfered.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Rick Martel definitely had the match won earlier when he came off that top rope with a big knee right to the chest, but then Bobby Heenan got up and distracted the referee, which essentially, here it is right there. That was it. The match was over. Watch what happens here if we can keep the tape rolling. Hooks the leg. Referee's about to do it, and then Bobby Heenan distracts him. Rick Martel is going to have a lot of reason to be complaining about this outcome.
There is your winner. He is the new AWA World Heavyweight Champion, Nick Bockwinkel, and the Heenan family is rolling.
Well, again, these two men are going to be in action in 24 hours. It's going to be very interesting to see how this thing plays out at Super Clash.
All right, fans, we'll be back with more right after these words. All right, wrestling fans, we are back here live from Daytona Beach, Florida, the Ocean Center, and this is our main event. It is for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. 2 out of 3 falls, and fans here are ready to explode for this one. Champion versus champion, horseman versus horseman.
We're going to make history right here tonight in Daytona. It's never happened before. We've never seen members of the Horsemen current going at one another for a title match, but it's going to happen.
And we're going to get a look right now at the challenger. He is the Florida Heavyweight Champion, the total package, Lex Luger.
Well, he parlayed that into the NWA United States Championship as well, which he's won from Nikita Koloff, which tells you just how great this guy is. Beating Nikita Koloff is no easy task. Ask Magnum TA. Now Lex Luger, the Florida State Heavyweight Champion, getting ready to go head-to-head with the World Heavyweight Champion himself, Ric Flair. Both of these guys have had very clear paths of expectations for this match, and they have not, in any way, shape, or form, hidden their feelings from one another.
Indeed, they have not, and it's going to be a tremendous match, I believe.
Well, here it is. The World Heavyweight Champion, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair, with one of the most recognizable and prestigious championships in all of wrestling. And
wait a minute. Is that... He's got Oliver Humperdinck escorting him to the ring. You've got to be... Oh, I don't believe this.
Well, we thought it was interesting that Oliver Humperdinck wasn't at ringside for the match with his army out there going up against Wyndham and Mulligan, but maybe this has a little bit to do with it.
Oh, I would dare say this has everything to do with it. Ric Flair wasn't going to get a member of the Horsemen to join him with J.J. Dillon because of all that's at stake here, but he is able to get Oliver Humperdinck, who already has members of his army lining up to take on the total package for the Florida Heavyweight Championship.
You know what? He calls himself the dirtiest player in the game, and this is just another reason to believe that's the truth.
Some fan art right there in the audience of the Total Package Lex Luger, the challenger here tonight. There is what they are fighting for. That is one glorious piece of hardware. The nameplate says Ric Flair. It may have to change by the time this one's all over. Flair told Luger, "You're not going to walk out of this match the same man you were walking in." Luger's response was, "I intended that to happen. I am going to walk out as the NWA World Champion."
Well, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens when the bell rings for this one. Are they going to actually shake hands to start this match off, or is it going to be brutal right from the go?
I think the answer to that question will dictate the pace of the match and perhaps the outcome of the match, to be quite honest with you. I don't think Ric Flair wants to go into a physical contest with Lex Luger any more than Lex Luger wants to get into a scientific wrestling match with Ric Flair. Luger's a powerhouse. He's a force of nature. If he can run through you, he will. If Ric Flair is able to be in the way of that freight train when it comes through, then he will be the former world champion. Two out of three falls, 15-minute time limit, and we are underway. Luger locking up now with the Nature Boy. He's got that arm way up in the air. Playing to the crowd here after putting Flair down. Flair goes for the suplex, has him up, and Luger fights his way out. Clothesline.
Well, I'll tell you, Luger is looking good early on in this match, but I'm not so sure he shouldn't be focusing more attention on Flair when he's got him in a compromised position. Oh, he just shook it right off. Did you see that?
Flair's in trouble. Backed into the ropes. The Total Package, Lex Luger dominating the early. Look at this. He wanted. Oh, he went for it. Humperdinck distracting him now. Ric Flair going to work on Luger. Got that rear chin lock cinched in. Luger powering his way back to his feet. Elbow to the midsection. Flair breaking out of the hold of the Total Package, and now what's he going to do?
He's got him in that butterfly, suplexes him into the corner. Wow, his feet got caught up in the turnbuckle pads, and he really came down hard on the neck.
Well, anyone else, and I would think it would be much worse, but Lex Luger has got one of the thickest necks in the business. This guy is in tremendous physical condition. Both of these men going hold for hold, toe for toe, and Flair, wow, what a stiff right.
Drove him into the ropes, and Luger goes down heavy. Luger might be in a little bit of trouble right now. We said that he didn't want to get into a wrestling match with Ric Flair. Well, Ric Flair just got into a street fight with Lex Luger.
Oh, Luger caught him with that DDT. He thinks he's got it. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg one, and the champion out the back door. Luger to the eyes of the Nature Boy. Whips them into the ropes, back out front. Nobody going to connect on that one. Flair taking the challenger over now. Choking him out in the middle of the ring, and he promised he would show no quarter.
Oh, this crowd firing up here in Daytona Beach now as things starting to really heat up. Luger caught him. There's a steel chair in the ring. That's got to be there from Humperdinck.
And now the referee and Luger discussing the chair. Flair taking advantage of the opportunity, drives the knee down low. Luger is in trouble. Big elbow drop by the champion, finding its mark. Irish whip into the turnbuckle he goes. Flair runs into that. Luger bailing outside the ring, probably the smart move. Both men having opportunities here. Flair getting ready. Figure four, and it's on. Luger's in trouble. Oh, but he was very close to the ropes, and that saved him from a lot of punishment. Smart move. Luger quickly grabbed the ropes. Referee was right there, and he realized it and broke the hold. Flair going to try his luck going for the cover. Gets one, and Luger able to kick out. Well, I think Ric Flair thought he had a lot more damage done to Luger than he does. And again, Luger has Flair in trouble. He's got him up. Flair's up in that torture rack. We know about the bad back of Ric Flair from the plane crash. Luger said he was going to target it and that he was going to break him in half so that he would wish he was back in that plane accident. One count only, and Luger out the back door. Ric Flair promised to give Luger a wrestling lesson, and thus far maybe he has. Bringing Luger back into the ring unceremoniously, the hard way, as they like to say. Luger powers out of that one. Went for the clothesline, nobody home. Caught him on the second. Oh, small package, he's got him. Oh, 1, 2, and Luger almost gets the pin. We were close to one fall right there. Flair continues the beating. The elbow finding the mark, and Luger receiving end of most of the damage right now. Well, one thing we know about Lex Luger, he can absorb a lot of punishment. He's done that throughout his career, and he has come back strong. He's on the middle rope now, Ric Flair, and again more punishment done to the back of the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Luger softening him up. Flair blocks that opportunity. Luger caught him with a power slam. He's won matches with this. Oliver Humperdinck distracting the referee. Shades of what we saw in the Rick Martel match earlier. Oh, but these men really throwing caution to the wind. The Nature Boy Ric Flair going for the figure four. He's got it on him. Luger desperate to escape. He turns it over.
Yeah, Flair's going to have to release it. Once that happens, that puts the pressure on the person who's applying it.
Luger hooks the leg. Flair manages to kick out. Luger has him overhead. Press slam. The champion is in trouble. The total package. Lex Luger has him up in the torture rack. We've seen him make people tap out with this. Ric Flair with that bad back is going to have to do something quickly.
Oh, lucky for Flair he does, because I'll tell you, he was in trouble.
Luger, small package. He's got a 1, 2.
Flair just barely got that shoulder up. Otherwise, Luger would have had the lead in this one.
Flair with a Russian leg sweep. Thinks he's got him.
No, not yet. Not yet, Rick.
Luger went for the leg. I think he was going to go for the figure 4 leg lock. Oh, look at Flair.
Well, he promised he was not going to go easy on Luger, and he's given him everything we've ever seen him give anybody in a match.
Big bulldog right there by Luger. There's the backbreaker, and Flair is in trouble.
2 count, and he still gets that shoulder up. Look at Luger. What do I got to do to this guy?
Luger waiting on Flair to get to his feet. Pile driver. Oh, the neck of the Nature Boy just taking a punishing blow.
Champion's out right here. Hooks the leg. Oh, come on. Humperdinck.
And now Luger going to work on Oliver Humperdinck. The total package, Lex Luger. You can't blame him. He is upset right now. Dropping the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Hooks the leg. And again, 2 is all he's going to get.
Well, at this point, we've got no pinfalls, we've got no submissions, and we've only got 3 minutes left on the time.
Luger just following Flair into that turnbuckle, doing a number on him. Takes him over, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Wait a minute, what's going on here?
I have no idea what just happened there. It looked like Luger had him, but he said something was wrong. I think Humperdinck was making a move for the apron, and that's probably what distracted him.
And now Flair with that figure 4 leg lock, and it's on. Luger's in trouble. The challenger turning it over, and there it is. Flair has to once again relinquish the hold. Luger with a small package. He's got it. 1, 2. Flair kicks out. These 2 men standing across from one another have given everything they've got. Rear chin lock down by Flair, really cinching it in, and Luger's in trouble. Flair goes to the middle rope. He wants Luger to get up. Nobody home. Luger catches him. Runs him face first into the canvas. Flair pulling himself back up. He caught him with that running clothesline. Will it be enough? Flair kicks out.
Well, Luger right now just staring at him going, what do I have to do to finish this guy off?
He's got him up there. He's got him in the torture rack. Will Ric Flair be able to survive it? Flair almost had to tap it out. Look how close he has come. Luger. He got him. Luger gets the first pinfall. Flair going after the figure four. No. The time has expired. What has happened here?
Well, it's supposed to be 2 out of 3 falls. We didn't get that. We only have 1 fall.
They are crowning Lex Luger as the new NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
I'm not sure how that holds up. It's supposed to be 2 out of 3 falls, and he didn't get 2 out of 3 falls.
Wrestling fans, as far as we know right now, the new NWA World Champion is the total package, Lex Luger. Thank you so much for joining us here for the Battle of the Belts. Fans, we invite you to stay on our chat session for a little longer. We're going to be going live with post-match analysis. Thank you so much for joining us. Important solely for Buddy Colt saying so long from Daytona, Florida.